Hey guys, what's going on? DuffKing56 here, back to continue our Final Fantasy XIII-2 Let's Play. Welcome back, guys, welcome back. We have a few things to do today. Hopefully, by the end, we'll be able to finish some of the story, and by finish, I mean, we'll at least progress a little bit. But first, I wanted to take a trip back into time. We have a date with the Steppe here, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's what the title's gonna be. Let's hop ourselves in here. We have a couple things to explore, a couple things to have a little bit of fun with, a couple of fragments to grab, and maybe a couple laughs to have along the way. So I want to say welcome once again. I'm ready and raring to go. And let's just dive right into it, guys. We have to explore something that I didn't really pay much time to last time we were in the zone, on top of the fact that we need to get a wild artifact here to get a bunch more fragments, but that is besides the point. But as I said before, we were going to be exploring something that you guys could probably guess now that I'm coming back here, at least a little bit more powerful. Our party is, I should say. And those are the Cactuar statues. And since we've already gotten, I believe, 2 of them, and you'll see them here, they're indicated on the map by the little things that have smoke around them. Here is one that I believe we unlocked before. And they're indicated by these little icons on the map. And they all have different sort of qualities or properties when you first examine them. Let's see if we could fight some goblins here. Should be pretty easy fights now that we are back in business and we are ready to go here. We have some Triffids, which we have not seen before, and just regular goblins that you guys have definitely seen before. We've seen them in the Brescia ruins and other places like that. But Triffids are not too bad. They are flying, and their attacks do interrupt every once in a while, but they are not that big of a deal since we do have haste. We will cut through them fairly fast, as you guys can see here. But before I even explore these Cactuar statues that I've been hinting to, we actually have a little bit of paradigm switching to go around. We need to switch our active paradigms just to make a little bit easier for us maybe some of the encounters that we might have while going to explore said parts of the game here. And I believe since we've already examined this one, it would take us right back into the encampment. So I'm not going to do that just quite yet. But I am going to go into our party paradigms here. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. I want to customize the paradigms. There we go. Relentless Assault should be good. Aggression should be okay. I'm going to keep this how it is. I'm actually going to switch this to a Sentinel. And I'm going to make a more medic heavy class here. Discretion looks pretty good. Delta attack is good. And this looks good the way I have it right here. So I'm gonna keep this the way it is now. That's all I needed was a more of a medic-based class, as well as a Sabson-based class that I have not showed you guys before. There is, however, another gate around here, which we will explore later once we get enough wild artifacts, once we get far enough in the story where it's more worth our while for us to come down here. We're going to fight these goblins because I believe we need to fight the goblin boss, maybe? No, the goblin chieftain. No, we've already fought him before, which shouldn't be that bad. But I did want to fight him for some crazy reason. Maybe because we're getting some pretty good CP for killing all these fools, which isn't too bad. Just make sure you take out the supporting cast here, and Mr. Chieftain will not be very hard at all, which is great. Just got to get him close to stagger, and we should be good to go here. I need to find a way to get up there because there is another Cactuar statue that I do want to discover over there. I have the map right in front of me, so there are no discretions as insofar as where we're going, which is good because that could get kind of annoying as we go along here. There is one that is basically right above our heads here, so I do want to go hop on to the bridge. There is also, once I sort of reassert myself here, there is a, where are we? There's an item up there that we need to grab in the treasure chest, I believe, to complete the map exploration for this place, but we do not get until we get the chocobos, which I do believe we have, but we do not see. But these guys are Scutari, very much like the Sentinels that we saw in the beginning maps of the game, but these guys are pretty big pushovers here. As you can see, they're not that bad at all, and they don't explode like the bombs do, and that would stink if they did. But yeah, as you can see, very easy takedowns here with haste. It's such a great thing to have. When you get your preemptive strikes down, man, it makes this game, at least combat, so much easier. As you can see, bam, right there. But you want to kill them fast because you saw their primary attack there called System Upgrade, which makes them a lot stronger based on all the different buffs they have there. I'm going to sort of explore this whole area here before I go all crazy. But what is this thing? Mog needs to explore here. There must be something hidden. So I'm going to switch my party paradigms here because, well, at least my active party paradigm, just in case we get into a fight, because some of these Cactuar statues will reveal, in fact, Cactuars. But apparently before I do that, I need to fight these goblins here because they aren't going anywhere. And these guys, oh, Buckaboos, these guys are not goblins. These guys are a different type of goblin. They are very easy to fight once again. We're not going to really see much trouble unless we fight any legendaries in this area now because we've done our fair share of leveling, which is kind of nice. But they are new enemies and we need them for our bestiary anyway, so it was good that we fought them. I thought their color looked different when I first saw them, so it ended up being a fairly favorable thing for us to do there, and we are just destroying them. Although Noel needs some more magical power, I think I'm doing okay with him as a Ravager just right now, since we don't really have any strong Ravagers in our party just quite yet. We're going to need to find another monster that can work as a Ravager when it is more highly leveled. But anyways, Mog, you have something that you want to help us explore, don't you? Let's see what this Cactuar statue has to offer us. Hey, there it is. Another red one. Let's interact with it right about now. A strange aura surrounds the statue. Take a closer look? Of course! Let's do it. Well, very nice. Thank you. We have ourselves an azure crystal, which is a fragment, of course, and it's very nice, very good for us here. Doesn't look like we actually have access to the chocobos just quite yet. Let's walk up to one and see if we do have the option. No, we do not have the option to mount them, which kind of stinks. But since we took out the Cactuar statue in that area, there's actually another one that is sort of in that back corner, but since you have to interact with all of them to get the fragments, they do take you back here each time. So that's kind of a drawback if you are trying to do this quickly or trying to sort of speed through the fragments here. Of course, 4 fragments you won't even be able to get until later and when you're later game leveling, because there are the 4 legendary monsters of this area, which we will explore in a later episode. But since this place is pretty much plagued with just encounters and things of that nature, I'm going to actually attack him just in case he's any different than the flambarrows we've actually fought before. Nope, these guys are just flambarrows. Pretty easy guys here. Pretty easy and fairly fast to kill. I love it. Just our chocobo is just wrecking face right now. We do need to get it some more monster materials because I'd really love to level him up just a little bit more higher. Ooh, nice. We kept the stagger bar up on this other flambarrow here too. That worked really well. Better than I expected. And hopefully I don't find myself in too many more encounters. I'm actually going to switch right back to my Relentless Assault paradigm because I don't want it to switch right at the beginning of every fight, but this is also allowing us to discover a lot more of the map, and that's always a good thing as well. The other Cactuar statue, I believe, is located back and nestled in this area of the map. I'm going to take it out for you guys so you can see. It's sort of right around this area. It kind of runs along the border of that one crevice that we saw before. So we're going to take out this one. I believe this one actually has an encounter. Ooh, a chocobo. Let's attack him. Very nice, a red chocobo. This could be our Ravager if we do get him. Let's see, man, this is awesome. It looks like he is a synergist, actually. So we have to make sure that we can get this guy staggered as high as we can, and we could probably take him out. We're actually doing a fair amount of damage, even though he has buffs on him right now. So not too bad of a deal that we have. We just need, once again, to get him into stagger. Man, we're doing a lot of damage. We're going to definitely 5-star this fight, which is making me pretty gosh darn excited. Noel probably will be fine once we start juggling this guy. Hurry up, Sarah, and start attacking him. Nope, it looks like... Oh, wow. Okay, it was just debuffs that made Noel go down, which isn't too bad. The stop is going to kill us because that means we can't make any of our attacks here. But he is so close to being staggered right now, as you can see right there. We are going to switch to aggression because physical attacks will rule this guy right now since we have Noel right here and the Chocobo working together. Man, look at that. We just partied right on top of him there. Partied like a rock star, and not in the... Who was the band that actually sang that? It was something Boys, the Garage Boys or something like that. Not like they said it, but we're going to finish this guy off in about 2 more attacks. So very nice. Did we capture him, though? That is going to be the question. I do not think so. That's okay, though. Not bad. We have him in our bestiary, and that's really all that matters right now. We are going to work towards this other Cactuar, and hopefully I'm lucky in that some Cactuar statues will not appear unless there are certain weather conditions. Oh, there he is. Archylte should not be bad. We're gonna run right by these guys and see if we can skip any combat with them, because I really don't feel like fighting anything right now. Perfect. Okay, so we are going to equip our other active premeditation paradigm here. We're just gonna examine the statue. A strange aura surrounds the statue, as all the other ones. Take a look. Of course I want to. Let's do it. Whoa. Hey there. Where are ya? Look at this guy. Isn't this guy nuts? We got, oh nice, we got a preemptive strike on him. That's huge. The opportunity to get a preemptive strike on this guy is ridiculously good here. That 1,000 needles, though, is going to kill you, and not in a very good way at all here. We just need to get our buffs and debuffs on this guy. As you can see, Sarah working very hard there. I really hoped that this wouldn't happen, but the Asuna will happen eventually there. Here we go. We're going to heal up before we actually get any attacks off afterwards as well, too. But Noel's just working as hard as he can here. As you can see, it pretty much chews down about a third of our health and does a little bit more, I would say. Okay, we'll switch to this now. Heal up. He's now poisoned, and we can definitely do a little bit more damage here, which is nice. We'll switch to our Relentless Assault paradigm. Actually, we're going to switch to our Delta Attack paradigm here, because I'd rather have a Sentinel to do a lot of work for us here, who will take a lot of the damage. And we're going to put out his Quay just because it's good. Oh, there we go. Not bad. It does a little bit of damage on him, which is nice. And look at that poison really just take its toll. That is the most important thing that you want Sarah to get on this Cactuar as a what is it? A saboteur. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot. And this is fine. I'm not really going to worry about... Oh boy, I'm going to worry about healing though. We need to heal up just a bit here. I'd switch to Hyper Rescue, but I'm not worried about this fight right now. I'm going to switch right back to our Delta Attack, and we should be able to finish this guy off in another attack turn. As you can see, the poison, man, is just so important. And we defeated our first giant Cactuar, which is awesome. And we actually caught him as a monster. As you can see, you get 1,200 Christogen points just from killing him, and 2,000 gil, which is huge, man. That equates to about 20 coins at the casino or something like that, so it's a pretty big conversion that you get to do. And of course, we have him now as a monster. He works, I believe, as a commando, which is kind of cool, but now we have this, and I believe we can get the fragment by interacting with this, so we definitely will. Or maybe not. I guess they have to talk about it first. Let's see. Can I interact with this at all? Did I get a fragment for that? Let me just check here.